Okay, welcome back to the podcast, guys. Another episode. MVP Awards, we back with my guy. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, so I'm gonna just jump into it. So MVP, Matthew Stafford, didn't we say he was in the running? I believed in him. I like him, even though he failed me at the time that I needed him to whoop feet, yo. Honestly, it wasn't even his fault. It really was the offensive line and honestly the defensive line, honestly. It really was
I
their fault.
I
But
thought Matthew Stafford was gonna win. Obviously, I saw the 15 plus touchdowns. I don't care the narrative of him getting like 16 touchdowns next to the goal line. I think that's stupid. Touchdowns are touchdowns, no matter how you receive them. And the fact that he had 46 touchdowns, I think he had like an interception, touchdown to interception ratio was like 6-1, which that's elite NFL
he
quarterbacking.
deserved it, bro. He deserved
Exactly.
it.
So I can't knock him. And towards what you said about him failing you, like I said, just can't go wrong against Navy Blue. Love my
Um,
football team.
okay. Anyways, the glaze goes crazy. Um, in the running was Josh Allen, my GOAT, of course. Trevor Lawrence, surprisingly. Not really though, but we talked about this last time.
Um, Honestly, the only person who really stood a chance was Drake May. He had, I
Mm-hmm.
think, the votes were 24-23, and that's the closest we had since 2003, which is just amazing to think about. Like we actually had two really NFL like MVP
Yeah, I think it's
quarterback candidates here.
interesting. I think it's interesting that he won. People still vote that one extra vote. They voted for him despite the fact that Drake is in the Super Bowl. So, mind you, at the time of this
Hmm.
recording, guys, the
Well, a lot of people like to
awards were
tell you that
yesterday.
a lot of people like to tell you that playoffs are not like you shouldn't count the playoffs into the awards, which I agree with a little bit. So I can see why. I'm
Mhm.
honestly the most shocked I was the fact that Justin Herbert got an MVP vote.
You
That
know,
that shocked me.
I don't know what was going through their mind. Can we pull up his stats really quick? Really quick? I want to know why they voted for him.
He only got one, mind you. Only one. One person sat there and said,
I
Matthew
think he
Stafford,
deserves it.
Drake May, Josh Allen. Nah, Justin Herbert. That's who I'm voting. It's it's a world we live in.
You can't make
Something
this stuff up. You
to go for
can't make this stuff
the
up.
next award.
Coach of the year?
You really can't.
Coach of the year?
Coach of the year?
Yeah. So the Patriots, coach won that
Coach of the
one.
year, man. Mike Vrabel.
I mean, the coaching industry is already fried this year. So, I mean, I can't hate. I can't say he
Mike
didn't
Vrabel,
deserve it.
the old Tennessee Titans coach.
Which is so funny that he couldn't do nothing on the Titans, but
No,
then he
honestly, I
comes
feel like.
to
Oh wow. I kind of think that's crazy to say, right?
how?
Because
How?
like
Okay.
to be fair, on the Titans, who did he really have? Ryan Tannehill,
True.
who he somehow
True.
brought to the playoffs. By the way, let's not forget that.
True.
13-4 Titans. So
A good coach will bring out the best in his team, and I think that's what he did.
yeah, I think I can do nothing but agree. Mike Vrabel, honestly, phenomenal coach. He was in New England during the dynasty. He went out to the Titans when it was, a team in need. He brought them to the playoffs, which was wow. That was like, dude, we haven't seen that in a minute. And even though they lost to the Bengals, which let's be real, that was one of the greatest offenses we ever seen ever. Of a healthy Joe Burrow, a healthy Jamar Chase, a T Higgins combo right there. That was an offense to be afraid of. So honestly, Vrabel, I think he just finally got his chance going against teams that he feels more comfortable with. Now, granted, this postseason has been looking a little scary, but like I said, the awards aren't based off the postseason. It is based off the regular season, and he brought a 3-14 Patriots team, so a 14-3 record. So hey, you ask me, I
I
think he
agree.
deserves
I
it.
think he deserves it. I agree. Who was
Now,
he in the
but
running
I
against?
wished my Seahawks got it. I do, but it's okay. It's okay. Who's in the running? I think. Honestly, I don't think anyone really stood a chance. If I'm being honest with you.
Okay, let's move on.
With that being said, do you want to go to the assistant coach of the year?
Sure. Okay, Josh McDaniels. Is it surprising to me that
So,
they paired it up? I don't think so. It's not surprising to me. I think that he's a good OC, and I feel like that he's been working very closely with Drake. So, but he's like you said, he has a 72 completion rate. So, I mean, I feel like 77 yards per attempt, and literally only that comes from good coaching, good training. So, mind you, this is stuff that we've never seen before from Drake. So there clearly had to have been a shift. Um, so I think Josh McDaniels definitely he put his work in, he put his brick in, and it's not surprising to me that the Patriots doubled up on the coaches awards. So your notes.
I do think he deserves it. I will say that. Um, Honestly, the Patriots team, they did flip it. They flipped the script. Like I said, 3-14, going to a 14-3 schedule. That's amazing. But I will have to say, I do not like the fact that they paired it. I think other offensive coordinators should have gotten the chances. Because honestly, there's a lot of teams out here in the league that had way better offenses, and it just wasn't proven here. Like I'll say, for instance, as much as we hate the Cowboys, they are a top five offense with
Okay,
George
hold
Pickens.
on, hold
Whoa,
on.
well, it's not. That's not wrong.
I don't want to
They
say
had
wrong.
like
I just
30.
don't
They
like
were
it.
averaging 35 points a game.
I just don't like it, and then they give up
but
45
but
points a
you can't
game.
you can't argue with the numbers. But that's defense. You can't blame an offensive coordinator on how their
That is
defense
true.
acts.
That is true.
So like I'm saying, like Josh McDaniels, as much as a good offensive coordinator you are, there was definitely better offensive coordinators in this league. And like I said, one of the main ones that I could focus on right now is definitely the Cowboys. Their offense was phenomenal this year. We could even talk about Seattle. Clay Klubernick,
No,
this
let's not.
man just
Let's
brought.
not.
He lost wide receiver one. Whoa! Can are we not? I feel like it's a good discussion. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's getting a head coaching job next year
He is,
because
he
of
is,
how
he
good
is.
he did this year.
Hmm.
So it only makes you think. So it's like I think he's going to the Raiders, if I remember. So
Which they need
like listen to this, right?
desperately.
You just brought. Oh, they do, but man, I'm gonna miss him in Seattle. You just brought as an offensive coordinator. You lost your wide receiver one in DK Metcalf. You lost your wide receiver three, who was a prominent wide receiver three. We all can know Tyler
Yeah.
Lockett, the GOAT, the legend. We love
Hmm.
him. No one hates Tyler Lockett. You lost your main quarterback all in one season. All in one season. You're running with a new O line. We've just drafted, and now you have to sit here and get a bunch of free agents and try to make a team work. You got Cooper Kupp, great pick. You got Sam Darnold. Now that was a gamble. Now I'm not gonna lie. I root for Sam Darnold ever since he joined my team. But was I worried? Yes, I was definitely worried because hey, even though he did lead the Vikings to a 14-3 season, it's kind of hard to ignore that Justin Jefferson is on that team. So it's kind of easy to say that he got carried, especially with how he turned out to be in that last playoff game. He was abysmal. So now he's working with a young quarterback, a young talent in JSN, Cooper Kupp, a rookie, Torrey Holton, before they got Rashid Shaheed. And it's like, man, a lot of people in this league thought the Seattle Seahawks were going to go 4-13. He just turned us into a Super Bowl caliber team. He made our offense so scary that we have almost 2,000-yard rushers. JSN, who we will talk about later, Offensive Player of the Year.
Hmm.
He had a breakout season from going to wide receiver 3 to to wide receiver 1 and almost shattering records. He made a new young quarterback who at one point was saying he was seeing ghosts on the field turn into a Super Bowl QB. Hey, I'm not trying to bring down Josh McDaniels here because yeah, you definitely did it, but I don't know. I feel like both Patriots coordinators getting it, it's kind of like wonky. I guess that's just my hot take.
I was gonna say because I thought they deserved it, but hey, that's interesting. Since you mentioned your guy, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get him out the way, bro. Go ahead and glaze him, JSN.
Say that again.
Go ahead and glaze him, bro.
Oh yes, the offensive player of the year, my favorite, my goat. By the way, everyone, Jackson Smith and Njigba,
You don't even know how to say
JSN,
his
Pookie
last
Bear,
name.
all of the names that you can give him. And lately, Njigba, that's how you say his last name. Don't play with me. That's my Pookie.
Okay. That's my Pookie.
Lately, he's been called by Reportal the Emerald City route runner, which is such a horrible name, but we stick with it. He is by far, and I thought for a fact he should have deserved this award. Now, granted, it was kind of close between him, Christian McCaffrey, and Puka Nakua, but I definitely do think that since he was a breakout player this year, he definitely deserved it. He,
Actually,
in a run-heavy
actually,
offense, he managed. What?
actually, it was closer.
Actually?
I mean, I think Puka
Actually,
only got
what?
8. Puka only got 8 votes. McCaffrey got 12, and
I
then
thought he got 5.
JSN got 14. Uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Puka got 8. McCaffrey
Yeah,
got 12, and Jigba
a
got
close race between the three.
14. So I just want that to be known. And then mind you, I also want to point out, if y'all watched the first episode that we did about the playoffs, and we called MVP candidates, we literally got 4 out of 5, or if we did get 5 out of 5 of the candidates on here. Like even Bijan was on here. That's what we had called. I think you made that call, to be honest. So I think if anything, we was right. I like to point that out. But how close it was, and I think honestly the glaze and the shine really just went to JSN. Rightfully so, of course, because he did. We all knew what CMC could do, and he just did it. So I feel like we expected that. And especially because he came off from injury, we expected that. But I can give JSN his flowers. I can give him his flowers and admit, because he went from wide receiver 3 to wide receiver 1. Y'all put all your eggs in his basket, and he pulled through. Versus CMC, not new to the, you know what I'm saying, true to the. So it's just like he deserved his flowers, but I agree that JSN, he earned player of the year. I agree.
I said new head coach, new offensive coordinator. You are running from wide receiver 3 spot to wide receiver 1. You have a new quarterback in 2 years. Your entire team has practically changed. The entire organization is laying their hands on you. Now, granted, like I did say, we are a run-first offensive team. We run the football way more. But the thing is that we no matter how much of a run offensive heavy team we are, we still need our wide receiver 1 to be a prominent answer. And that is what Jackson Smith-Njigba was this year. He was the answer. He made sure that no matter what, if we needed someone to have our backs on, it was him. And honestly, I can't give nothing but love for him for that. He went from a barely 1,000-yard season to almost 2,000 yards, which is phenomenal. That's crazy. No wide receiver say on that. 1,800 yards is insane. It's a franchise record, if I remember. Which, thank you, my guy. We love you. And to think we were rated to go 3-14 this year, at the bottom of the West. Just love. I love this team. I love him. Nothing more to say. So talking about flowers for CMC, do you want to talk about the reward that he got?
Yes, please, 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 please. I will take my opportunity.
Comeback player of the year.
Yes, please. I want it to be known that CMC, he was out the entirety of last season. I want that to be known. People don't make comebacks like that so easy. I want that to be known. Okay. Look at
Bilateral Achilles tendons and a right knee injury.
I don't even know what muscle
back
that
to
is.
back, mind you.
Talking about some lateral. Okay, I don't even know what that is.
Season.
But
the Achilles.
so I don't listen. It's in your ankle, I believe. But man, we put him to work. We put him to work, man. Okay, and he got injured in the process. It's part of the game, but he took his time off and he came back and he was better than ever. He was. We needed him. I don't lie. I can't lie. We don't have no receivers. We our wide receiver one, Juju, right? Listen, okay.
I'm
We
sorry.
gotta.
Said Juju.
We
It's
gotta.
Miss Schuster?
Hmm?
I thought it was Jawan Jennings.
Yeah, Juju,
Oh my
Juwan,
god.
Juwan Jennings.
Oh,
Juju.
oh, I thought you were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about Juju Smith Schuster.
No. Juju, Juwan.
Honestly, I
That's what.
haven't heard that name in a minute.
No. I don't even remember who that guy is, bro. We don't use him.
Oh
But
my god. Horrible mouth
no.
knowledger.
Listen, we got rid of that guy. We should get rid of that guy, but he's not important anymore. Point is,
Whoa, Jawan Jennings is elite. Don't play. Don't play. I would love Jawan Jennings on my team. Nah, I'm
I know
playing.
I love Juju. I love Juju. Don't get me wrong, but if they don't lock in and train him to base and they need to know how to utilize him and fit him in the offense and center plays around him because there was multiple times where, mind you, he's literally like one of the only receivers out there that Brock had to throw to. We're looking and we're like, yo, why are you throwing to
Yeah,
the
him
running
and
back?
Ricky.
Why are you throwing to everybody else? But your wide receiver one. Like we needed him. And so if they don't figure out how to
But you
lock
see,
in around him, then we're cooked.
that just makes CMC's reward even more tasteful. This man literally did everything.
Exactly.
I even
I
think he threw a
remember
pass.
there was a point in time in the game and somebody had interviewed him and they was like, so what do you think was your strategy for this game? And they was like, honestly, it's McCaffrey's time. He's gonna do it all. He's gonna bring us to where we need to be, and that came true. Honestly,
He gives
he
me
was
Jimmy
everything.
Butler vibes, and honestly, I love it.
I can agree. I can agree with that. I like that. Actually, I like that. But honestly, CMC is whatever we need him to be. If he's a running back, he's that. He's getting the yardage. He gets us our first down. If we need him to be a receiver, he can be that. If it don't matter what we need him to be, bro. CMC, he comes through. So I definitely think he agreed. He worked for the comeback. I mean, he did what Ayuk this season didn't. He used to be our wide receiver one. He got injured out the whole season. He didn't even
He
recover
might not even
properly.
be on your team anymore.
He
I've heard he's getting
no,
waived.
we let him go because
Damn.
he wasn't taking his recovery seriously, and so why would we waste time on somebody time and money on somebody who doesn't want to be on our team? He wasn't doing his PT properly, so we let him go, and therefore in the draft I really hope that we find somebody as good as him because we need it. We lost too many receivers. We lost Debo. Honestly, Debo was like another CNC, honestly, but we lost Debo. He was always injured, so there was no point. He was never on the field. He's a great player. He was never on the field, bro. So it doesn't matter. We lost Debo, lost Ayuk. Man, Kittle was injured too. It was so much stuff was going on. He's a tight end. We honestly need more receivers, bro. We got people on the field, but we don't have receivers. We just make people fit where they need to fit, bro. So that's what I got to say. Um, but let's go ahead and jump to my guy, Miles Garrett, the underdog. Nobody saw it coming. I mean, we saw it coming because he's an incredible defensive player. But
Underdog. Really?
I mean, yes, definitely.
I don't agree.
The whole Browns team was the underdog. Nobody thought that they was getting any awards. Come on now.
No, I have to disagree here. I definitely thought he was. I
I
100%
didn't.
had him. Honestly, I don't think anyone else in the league deserved this award more than Miles Garrett did this year. There is no way a man who broke the sack record wouldn't have gotten it. For the first time in NFL history, we see someone have 23 sacks in a season. Now, mind you, a couple years ago, I think, we saw TJ Watt tie the record with
Yep.
22.5. But that's not beating it. Now, granted, TJ Watt, that's a phenomenal record to hit. But Miles Garrett just broke it. Now, granted, the Browns, bad team, that's thing. But Miles Garrett said, either you trade me or you pay me. They paid him, and now they're getting their money worth. This man just broke the sack record. Now, imagine they finally build a team around him. Honestly, this Browns team is scary if they start getting to under some right management. Because if you have a man who's breaking the sack record and he said he's doing it with ease while he's getting triple and double blocked like 40% of the league, hey, no, not 40% of the league, 40% of his plays. Like almost every time he plays the game, he's getting double teamed. I'm just saying, this is a scary man to go against. He's giving me prime JJ Watt vibes, and I'm horrified. I'm really scared. I can't imagine how scary it must be to be lined up against this guy.
Honestly, if they get their offense together and they
like you're just coming into work.
If they get their offense together and they center everything, Myles Garrett will. Man, they need to keep him because I see the vision for the Browns.
They need to, man. Because the sack record. He has an NFL record. He's in the Hall of Fame now. This is no joke. 23 sacks. That's the most in NFL history. He made history.
Honestly, what I would do if I was some teams, I would let go the dead weight on my teams, and I would take that money and put it towards getting me a defensive player like Myles Garrett. Okay, because the way
I can only imagine him on other teams.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The way that he transformed other teams, man.
Him on my Seahawks, that would genuinely be fear factoring.
Okay, so no,
he's just
y'all are fine.
He's just that good.
Y'all are fine. Trust.
Yeah, we are fine. That's what I'm saying. If he's on the Seahawks, imagine that. There would be no chance.
I won't be imagining that. Anyways, next.
No, you're right. Maybe we should go to his other teammate who won the award, right?
We should. Yes. Because I will say for a fact, I definitely did see this coming. This was the one I did. I didn't expect the Browns to win any awards, to be honest, because they weren't even in the conversation for like anything. But if I was going to pick one for rookie, it definitely was going to be. I can't even pronounce this man's last name, but Carson. But
Singer, I think it was Swine Singer.
Singer.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to butcher his name.
I feel like when they drafted him, a lot of people saw the potential, but I didn't think that
second round pick,
yeah. We saw the potential, but I didn't think that I just like tackles, recoveries, interceptions, I wasn't expecting so well-rounded of a defensive player from him, but once I saw how he literally performed this entire season, man, like I feel like he definitely deserved it, and this is the one award that I saw coming for the Browns.
So you see, funny enough, this is the one award I don't think was deserved. Now, this is because I call it bias. You can call it bias because you're about to hear what I say.
You're hating.
You can call it bias. You can call it whatever it is. But Nick Amari, oh my God, have you been robbed? Yes. My man, Nick Amari, the safety on the Seattle Seahawks rookie, by the way, 21 years old, fresh to the NFL. Second round draft pick also. This man turned the Seattle Seahawks, made them have comparisons to the Legion of Boom. Did you know what this man did in the postseason game? He had 5 deflections against all 5 different receivers. This man locked the 49ers CMC 41-6. You cannot tell me Nick Amari was not the focal point of the Seattle's defense this year. And you're telling me he didn't get an award?
But
the main focal point. We weren't playing around Williams. We were playing around him.
Listen, what do the numbers say? Isn't that your favorite thing? What do the numbers
will prove it. The numbers will prove it. Nick was an amazing safety. This man was a phenomenal football player for us. He was one of the best.
One
You
of.
can you telling me
One
you don't
of.
think he was one of the best safeties in the league right this year?
No, 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 that's not what I'm saying. I
But
said one
tell me who
of.
you think is
The
better. I would love to
number.
know because he was the focal point of this defense.
And I'm not saying that he's not, but I definitely think, especially on such a bad team, the defense literally from Carson
You
stood out.
want
And I definitely think that
the sole numbers. I just feel like I would hate to see it so bad
I don't think he's been robbed,
because
but
11 pass deflections, one interception, granted, a piece. So, welcome back.
yeah, thank you.
But
The technical difficulties, but
yeah, we should probably scout to the next awards. But like I said, I do believe Nick Wormy was robbed, and he's just gonna prove in the Super Bowl that you know what, just can't knock him down.
let's get to the last one as we bring it to a close. What's the last award you want to talk about?
So we actually just have two more, which are kind of easy, kind of new. One of them is new too.
Let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Offensive
Sorry,
rookie.
I got interrupted. I feel like we should talk about the offensive rookie Terrell McMillan.
I was gonna say that as well. I like the Panthers. I think the Panthers offense definitely needs some work. And they need a better quarterback if I'm being honest. Um,
Wow.
but I think he definitely stood out within the midst of all the chaos with the Panthers. Um, did they have a better season with him than they did last year? I believe they did. Their record is better. So I definitely
Pretty sure
think
it's 9-8.
9-8, pretty good for the Panthers. But the defense is solid, I believe. I just think that they need a better offense, and I think that McMillan is definitely the first step to that. So I think he deserved the award. Nothing much to say there for me.
I agree. I think this is a perfect pick for Bryce Young to learn as an NFL quarterback. Him and Jalen Crocker have been amazing. And honestly, I think he deserved it. I don't think anyone else had more than him. He was the most consistent. Maybe not as explosive, but hey, consistency.
Yeah,
That's all you can ask for.
definitely. I agree.
Let's talk about the newest reward. One that is the first time ever being aired.
Protector. Yes.
Protector of the Year, Joe Thuney for the Chicago Bears. I don't really have much to say about this.
Okay, how do you feel about them adding this new award? I feel like it's gonna be a big thing later because I feel like defensive line, especially like linemen and guards and all those things, corners. I feel like they don't all get as much recognition as they do, and so this award I feel like gives that space for them. So I'm glad that they put this in here. I don't think that it's pointless. I know some people argue that it just has no purpose, but yeah, it's Caleb Williams actually took significantly less sacks since his whole career, actually, simply by adding certain defensive players, and so I'm glad that Joe won me. But I think it definitely leaves the opportunity and some room for other players to shine, definitely, because like you say, when you have terrorists on your team, bro, you can't do anything. So definitely.
Like I said, honestly, this reward being added, I think it's major because previous awards we've never seen an offensive lineman win anything. Honestly, it's kind of hard for an offensive lineman to win anything when there's so much powerhouses in the NFL. So it's kind of like, hey, I can allow 0 sacks this entire season, but it doesn't matter because some quarterback threw for 5,000 yards and they're going to win an award. So I'm glad they have an award catering to the interior linemen. I feel like they deserve it because lately it's like, why do I even play anymore? Like I just play to win my own accolades that are team based, not for myself. So now it actually gives them a little something to push for. Now, granted, you should always be pushing. You always want to win a Super Bowl, but hey, awards like this also matter. Accolades to yourself, that's amazing. These are like little MVPs for the offensive linemen, and you know what? Joe Thuney was the first one. I'm proud of him. I think he deserved it. I think it's honestly very recommendable, and I just can't wait to see more of this. Honestly, I can't wait to see more offensive player of the year, offensive lineman of the year. I think this is great.
Definitely, definitely agree. So I think that's the awards. I guess we'll throw it in here now. What do you want to see in the Super Bowl? We talked about this behind closed door, but for the record, I will be rooting for Drake May and Friends. You have this ridiculous argument that like, oh, the Patriots have absolutely nobody. They're not gonna win against da da da. And while when we look at their roster, the only player that they have on there that's notable is Stephon. But at the same time, they clearly been doing some type of voodoo magic without any players. So, what do you have to say?
I will say this again. Everyone has made it very clear. The Patriots have had the easiest schedule in the league.
Okay, but then they came to the playoffs and then did what? So you can't talk about that now.
They threw 5 turnovers and lost to the Houston Texans offense, who was even worse than theirs.
But they're here though. But they're here.
They threw 84 yards in a playoff game.
But they're here. But they're here.
As much as I will say that Drake May is a great quarterback, because I do believe in that, as much as I do believe in their uprising, it is clear and obvious that they just had a perfect path. They got, and I'm not trying to say that luck is not completely involved, but they really got lucky. You went against the best defense in the league and turned over the ball 5 times, and you managed not to lose. That is almost impossible against any other football team. You threw only for 84 yards in a playoff game. You do that, you're gonna lose, but you won. So kudos to you, all honesty. Like, you guys did amazing. But against a team who's fully healthy, Seattle.
So you don't think they can pull some magic out of absolutely nowhere?
No. Absolutely not.
I think this is biased.
I can't see an answer for JSN. I can't see an answer for our defense.
Bro, if they cover JSN, the rest of your team is fried.
So tell me this entire year, who was able to cover JSN exactly?
That's why it's an if. That's why it's an
if, yeah.
That's why it's an if, bro.
Speculations now.
I think it's up to coaching, bro. Because I really think it's up to coaching.
I don't even think so. I just think the talent is just overbearing. I think Seattle.
Okay, see, this is glazing, bro.
Are we serious? Because I think we can see it. The NFC West this year has been a powerhouse. No matter what, you can't say that the teams in the NFC West are filled with talent. And there's a reason why there is one team in the NFC West who beat both of the other NFC West teams in the playoffs to make it to the Super Bowl. The team is full of talent. It is definitely more talented.
The reason why. Can we stop? The reason why. I'm gonna ask you, and so you can tell me, why did you beat us?
41-6.
Yes. Well, please say we are injured. Please say that. Okay. Now,
yeah, and our team is better.
Yeah, only because we're injured. But because I said it and I played against Sam Darnold and Brock Purdy are like the same.
Right now,
they're like the same person, bro. They're like the same person.
You don't have a chance.
Exactly, that's the point, bro.
My point exactly. Our talent is out of the charts, and that will take us to victory. I don't think coaching is going to be enough when we have the overbearing talent.
Let's take it slow. You only made it, right? Because you beat us because we're injured. Then you beat the Rams, which honestly should have never happened if I'm being real, bro.
Shouldn't have happened. We stuffed their defense. We have
Matthew Stafford MVP, bro. Why Sam Darnold didn't win MVP? If y'all just so overwhelmingly great, why?
Because Sam Darnold isn't the main focal point of our offense.
Yes, which is JSN.
Matthew Stafford is a quarterback who threw 46 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Let's not
which is why he shouldn't have lost.
Sam Darnold is there.
Crazy. He shouldn't have lost.
He should have lost. You know why he lost? Because Seattle's defense is great. And then there's a person on the wide receiver core named Jackson Smith and Jigba who decided to run for 116 yards and a
Yes, yes, he
touchdown
did.
that game.
Yes, he
Who
did.
who was catching balls by Sam Darnold, who also went for 336 yards for 3 touchdowns that game. He actually had a phenomenal game that game. He played great. And then we also had a running back named Kenneth Walker who scored 2 touchdowns on you. I'm just saying.
Yes,
I'm just saying
I
our
love it.
team is full of talent, and that's why we
And
beat
I'm not saying
the
y'all are not.
NFC
I'm just
West
saying.
teams.
I'm not saying y'all are not. The same way why when we look on the other side of the bracket, everything that we predicted to happen did not happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think
And
that's what happened
honestly,
in y'all
that's just
case.
luck.
Exactly. So Sam Darnold's in the Super Bowl by luck. Thank you.
Luck. Did we
Yes.
not? Did I not just describe how Sam Darnold had an almost perfect game to beat the Rams?
Almost perfect game.
336 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, not even a fumble. I said that's pretty
Yeah,
perfect.
because he recovered his own ball when he got
He
sacked
didn't
on
fumble at
the
all.
10-yard line. Yes, he did.
I didn't.
I watched it with my eyeballs.
I was watching the entire game. He didn't fumble.
Hold on, let me
I think you're mistaken it for someone else.
I'm really
He had no
not.
turnovers that game.
Not turnovers. I'm saying he recovered his own ball. They sacked him and then he recovered it.
Yeah, but he didn't drop it. And even then, they probably thought it was a fumble, but then reviewed it and it wasn't.
Possibly. That might have been happened, but maybe.
Either way, he still played phenomenal. You're acting like Sam Darnold was not a top 5 quarterback this
Okay.
season.
This
Is he
season.
not?
This season. I will give you that.
This season, yeah.
Season. Okay.
Yeah. This season,
Oh.
he's a top 5 quarterback.
What was that?
No?
Yes, no, I do agree. This season. Only.
That all being said, I think our overwhelming talent will absolutely demolish the Patriots. And maybe it's a
Okay.
close fashion game. Maybe it's
Let
a
me
blowout.
get
We never know.
score prediction. Let me get a score prediction for
Get a score prediction. If I'm being serious, like actually serious, I'm thinking like 28-10, possibly.
to 10.
Maybe like 20 to 17 to 17. I'll give him 17 points. I'll give him.
I was
17
giving
points.
17-20 because y'all defense is not giving up 30 points. I want it to happen, but it's not.
Wow.
I'm thinking 17-20 in overtime at that. I'm thinking overtime.
Overtime game in the Super Bowl. Now, you know what? I could cheer for that. But
I'm here for it. I
don't
love me a
think
good
my
overtime
Seahawks
game
will
in the
allow
Super
it.
Bowl.
We all do. But I just don't think my Seahawks would allow it.
I hope not, and I hope that y'all don't allow anything because I really do want to see
We're just gonna
Drake
take the
May.
lead. Honestly, I'm predicting a Rashid Shaheed kick return touchdown. That's what I'm predicting.
Oh my god!
I
Okay,
love it.
y'all heard it here first.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think the Seahawks are going to win. And handsomely flashing. I think we're going to be holding that Lombardi in your home field. And
Yeah, I don't want to talk
I'm going to
about
text you that day, and I'm going to be very happy.
Bro, we're gonna call
Or
the
very
entire
sad.
game. We're gonna call the entire game, and if you
I
lose,
cannot
I'm
be on the
going
phone
to.
the entire game. I will be.
Yes, you can. I will laugh at your calamity.
No. This is exactly why. My phone will be on D&D that day.
Bro, I thought you were so confident, bro.
I am within my quarters.
So then we should definitely get on the phone the entire game.
I promise you.
Yeah.
Right. I believe we're gonna win. So yep, that's all I have to say about it. Seahawks. The Super Bowl.
Y'all heard it here first. He's a diehard fan, guys. I always respect that. But yeah, I think so. I think that's it. It was a good season, I will say, and we'll be back next year, chat. Honestly, we'll probably be back for the draft. When is the draft?
I don't remember.
I have no clue, but we'll probably be back for then, and we'll do some predictions. Yeah.
Honestly, great NFL season to conclude on.
I
This
agree.
season was just amazing. Honestly, like the ups and downs, the surprising, the shock, the Chiefs not being in the playoffs. Like what?
Amen to that. I really hope that Mahomes does get healthy though before the next season because
No,
there's no fun.
definitely. I don't like
It's
them.
no
I don't
fun to
like
watch the Chiefs without him.
injuries.
That's just sad.
Exactly. But honestly, I'm happy that the Chiefs are not in. I'm happy that things are changing around
Agreed.
here.
Agreed.
And hey,
But
when the
honestly,
same teams are finally not in the Super Bowl, I love it.
right, because it was no fun seeing the Chiefs in there 4 years in a row. So then we saw the Eagles win. Okay, now we seen neither of them in the Super Bowl. I think it's definitely taking a turn, and I think next season will be crazy because if all of this happened right now, the projections I'm seeing is gonna be crazy.
I agree.
But thank you for doing this with me. As always, we're gonna have to
Of
do an
course.
episode that's not sports though. We're just gonna have to chit chat.
Yes. Finally, the sports season's coming to an end, so that would definitely be that.
Yep. So, I mean, I don't know. You don't watch basketball because that would be the next big thing. But for y'all who do watch basketball, we're gonna have a. You do?
I do.
I didn't even know you do that.
I do dabble in basketball. I do. I do.
Well, let me know. We're doing a recording session for basketball um,
Yes.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday after school, so I'll hit you up with the information.
Definitely gotta talk about the trade deadline then.
Listen, I don't know nothing about basketball. I mean, I do, but not really.
Gotta get your research done. All right.
More so March Madness, but we'll get to all that. Okay.
Of course.
All right. Thank you for doing this with me as always.
It's amazing doing it with you too.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. You can do it all. We'll see the Super Bowl. Grab your snacks. Listen to this episode. It'll be up Saturday, the 7th. So listen to it before the game.
Root for
So,
the Seahawks.
no, please don't. But yes, thank you guys all for listening. We love you so much. And remember, everything that you need is in your DM.
Bye bye.